from here on out, I would like to start doing something different. Whenever I upload for the first 30 minutes to an hour, I will be replying to some comments, and if the comment is clever enough, then who knows, you may just get featured and pinned on today's video. Now, this is actually my second time recording this video. In my first attempt, I ended up going 1 and 3, and then I did another challenge, and I ended up going like 5 and 3. So overall, like the first hour in this challenge, I did absolutely awful, but then I tried it for a third time, and as you can see, right now we are at 12 wins. Now, I am going to show you my attack log. All 12 of these wins were in a row. My first loss was actually at like no wins at all. So I did get a 12 win streak. I really don't know how I managed to pull it off. So in this video, we're going to be claiming the reward and the chest. I would like to show you one replay, and then we can hop into some live battles. So right now, let's go get our clickbait screenshots. You guys know how we do it on this channel. We have the Mega Knight right there. I'm honestly surprised I managed to unlock this card. It usually takes me like so many attempts to actually beat one of these challenges, but now we have the Mega Knight challenge, and if I get a Mega Knight from this chest, I honestly don't know what I'll do. I'll probably like scream, take my shirt off. It won't really be pretty. But back on track to the chest opening. Will we get anything good? And nope, it looks like we will be getting some epic cards. Dark Princes, not too bad. And since we have that out of the way, I want to show you this last replay, because out of all of the battles I did, this right here was by far like my most favorite, or this was just like such a shock to me. I thought I was at 10 wins, so after this battle, I'm like, okay, one more battle to go, and then I was like, wait, we're 12 and 1, what the hell? So I'm not gonna spoil this battle yet, but as you can see from the top, this dude has a Sparky. Now, whenever I use this deck, I never deploy the Mega Knight or the P.E.K.K.A. right away. I usually hold off on those two cards. So right here, I see a Sparky, and it's about to shoot, so I zapped it. Now that my Electro Wizard takes out that Mega Minion, it's gonna reset the Sparky again, and I have a Bandit in there. The Bandit locks onto the tower with my other two troops. That tower goes down very quickly, and now both of these troops are just locked onto the King Tower. So at this point, I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna get a 3 crown. So I send it in Ice Spirit. I think I may send some minions in, and as you can see, we just got a 3 crown in under a minute, and that right there was the final win of this challenge. And for some reason, the dude said thanks. I honestly feel pretty bad because we absolutely slaughtered that guy. So as far as the deck goes, this was the deck I used. A lot of people sent me this over on Twitter, so special shout out to this guy right here, because without his deck, we really wouldn't have got anywhere in this tournament. So we're gonna hop into a battle now. I'm gonna let you know how I use this deck, and hopefully you can get yourself a Mega Knight. So to start things off, I usually always wait on these two troops. I mainly use the P.E.K.K.A. for defense, so if there's a card I have to stop, or if I have a lot of troops to prevent, that's where the P.E.K.K.A. does come into play. And as far as the Mega Knight goes, I never really put him in the back. Usually I'll begin a push, so as you can see, I have the Electro Wizard pushing up, and then I'll drop the Mega Knight in there. And the Electro Wizard is like such an important part to this deck, because so many people do run the Inferno Dragon, and that card is just honestly so annoying. And as far as the Bandit goes, like right here, since this Mega Knight is about to go down, I'm just gonna drop the Bandit in. The Bandit pretty much always deploy at the bridge. I never really deploy it anywhere else, and the Bandit just always comes in like so clutch. Now right there, I am gonna zap those goblins out. I was hoping the Bandit would get a dash off, but it does look like we will be taking some damage. Now, based on the 4 cards I have, I can put an Electro Wizard or a Mega Minion in the back. Personally, I'm a big fan of the Electro Wizard, so we're gonna get him down right there. And again, we're just gonna prepare for another push. Now, since he has a Mega Knight of his own, this is where the P.E.K.K.A. does come into play. The P.E.K.K.A. is such a good defense card, so we're gonna shut this out, and now we can literally put anything. We can do a Bandit, minions, a Mega Minion. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go in with a Mega Minion here. I'm honestly expecting a P.E.K.K.A. of some sort, and at this point, we can just send in that Bandit. This guy is kind of screwed. He's trying to defend, but literally he's just getting shut down. Again, the Bandit goes in there, dashes away, gets that hit off for us. This dude is trying to put some goblins down to prevent us, but at this point, I'm pretty sure we are getting a 3 crown. I'm just going to continue spamming this guy. Once the P.E.K.K.A. is locked onto that tower, it's pretty much game over. So as you can see, this deck, it's pretty easy to use, and if you can get it down, you're absolutely just going to slaughter your enemies. We're going to hop into another another battle though. Now to start this off, I can put minions or a mega minion in the back. I think we're just gonna go with a mega minion right there. I do have an ice spear down right there, and at this point I think we're just gonna do a little push with that bandit. Now there is an Inferno Dragon, and the Inferno Dragon is honestly like one of the most annoying cards ever. And like I said, P.E.K.K.A for defense, that's gonna shut out the Hog Rider. And when I said the Electro Wizard was a very important part to this deck, this is pretty much why. So right there, I am gonna zap that Inferno Dragon. I'm not too sure if the zap was needed, but this is actually gonna set us up for a pretty decent push as well. There are some bats right there, but the P.E.K.K.A is still going to connect. Since this guy wasted elixir on those minions, I'm gonna drop that bandit on the right tower, and that should connect as well. And for the most part, I'm just gonna leave that Ice Golem alone. Really, screw that card, not gonna cause too much damage. Now right here, we're gonna put a Mega Minion in the back. Now I always deploy the Mega Knight pretty much at the bridge like this. There are some rare cases where I'll put it behind the King Tower, but that's normally once 2 times elixir starts, or maybe even in late overtime. So as far as this goes, I do have kind of a lot I have to deal with. I have the Inferno Dragon, I have the Mega Knight. So with that being said, I don't think this push is going to be too successful, but I may try to spam a bandit in as well. It all just depends like how much elixir we have. So right there, since some minions did get through, I am going to wait until like they won't turn around, and now I'm just going to be sending in 1 bandit. So this may connect and may not. Unfortunately, he did have an Ice Golem, but to be honest, I really don't care. At this point though, let's get ready. We have this push. We know what we have to prepare for. So I'm going to wait 1 second. Now let's get down that Ice Spear. And at this point, we can get some minions down on that. And let's also put ourselves that bandit. Unfortunately, our P.E.K.K.A did take some hits from that Inferno Dragon, but overall, it wasn't too much. And as you can see, that guy's Mega Knight just got absolutely murked. We have so many troops pushing this tower. And at this point, this guy is pretty much screwed. There isn't too much he can do. Again, P.E.K.K.A to stop that Hog Rider, literally like the perfect counter. And as far as bats go, I found that the Ice Spirit can take those out relatively easy as well. Now right here, Electro Wizard on the Inferno Dragon. I do have some minions of my own, so I'm going to zap all of that out, and now let's send in that bandit. So like I said, this deck works really easily, and as you can see, when used correctly, you can pretty much always take advantage of your opponent. So that dude barely got any hits off on us, and we were just about to get his 2nd tower. Originally, I was only planning to do 2 battles in this video, but since we got that first 3 crown, I'm thinking we should go in for 1 more. I'm kind of hoping I can lose, or I'm kind of hoping we have a very intense battle, just so you can see what we are up against. And one thing that I noticed in a lot of the battles that I did, they pushed really late into overtime. So what I mean by that is some of the battles literally would go to like 30 seconds left, and I would pull off a really clutch win. I'm pretty sure I tied 1 person in this challenge, and ties are like so annoying because that's literally like a 6-minute battle just wasted. Now right here, oh, this guy does have 3 musketeers, but we do have that Mega Knight just to lock onto all of those, and the bandit is going to connect. I am going to zap those 2 musketeers out. And as far as this one on the right goes, I may try to get some minions down right there. As far as mega minions or minions goes, it didn't really matter too much in that situation. I was just kind of panicking, and I decided to go with the minions, and luckily I did so because those are getting some really good damage on that right tower. Now we're going to begin another push. I put the Mega Minion down in the back. Pretty much most of my pushes will begin with either the Mega Minion or the Electro Wizard. So at this point, we're going to put a P.E.K.K.A down just because we do have to counter his Mega Knight. If he didn't have that Mega Knight there, I probably would have went with a Mega Knight of my own. But right here, as you can see, the P.E.K.K.A just does an amazing job. We have all of his minions and stuff taken care of, and this is going to set us up again for a pretty decent push. And I am going to try to get a bandit in there as well. Hopefully the bandit can connect. We have bandit on bandit action right there, so it looks like neither of our bandits are going to get any hits in, but if you look at the damage we did, that is pretty significant. So 2 times elixir is just beginning. I know this guy does have the 3 musketeers. Now those can easily screw me over, so we're gonna have to play pretty smart here. Again, we are gonna put this Mega Knight down just so we can get a pretty monstrous push going. And as far as that right side goes, we're gonna save some elixir for that now. Unfortunately though, those musketeers in the back can cause some damage. Okay, right now it's be smart. Let's get an Ice Spirit down right there. Next up, we have to counter this. We cannot take any damage. We have a lot of firepower coming in right now. Let's get that down with a zap spell. Unfortunately though, there is a lot of stuff going on. That left tower is definitely going to go pretty damn low. We may lose this battle, but like I said, not necessarily the worst thing, just because because it's kind of good if you guys see me lose. So at this point, we're going to get ourselves the P.E.K.K.A down right there. Let's get ourselves a Mega Minion down as well. That right tower is definitely taking some damage. There is a miner there. Can we stop that? I don't quite know. There's just so much stuff going on right now. This guy's absolutely spamming me like crazy. And yeah, unfortunately, it looks like we did lose that battle. If we had a few more seconds, maybe we would have been able to push overtime. But for the most part, like as you can see, this deck really overpowered, doesn't require too much skill. So whoever made it, you are the real MVP. You helped me, and I'm sure you're gonna help many others complete this challenge. So guys, this has been Eclihpse. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and peace out.